This guy is terrible. This guy is making $8 million a year. An 815 save percentage in 3 games. As a National Hockey League goaltender, I put up an 850 in Motor City. I put up an 846
and you
in
didn't
Watertown.
You didn't make $8 million.
I made $125 a week, and then I made respectively $150 USD a week, which is $1 billion Canadian because our dollar's dog shit because our country is run by WEF.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that in a second. This guy's terrible though. Like I'm watching game 2, I'm watching game 1. Like you can't make a save. This guy's playing so deep. So I saw the fake news media talk about I think it was the second goal in game 2 when it comes off his blocker, off the D-man, and they're like, oh, what's he supposed to do? It's off the D-man. He's so deep. There's no wiggle room at all. So one of the things, if you're going to be playing deep, you have to have elite reads and elite rebound control because there's no room for error. You are as backed up as you can. If you're a little bit more aggressive, you can have some room for error because the pucks may squeak outward, right? So a more explosive guy would play aggressive.
Yeah, but then you got to rely on your defenseman to make sure that they're covering those spots. You know what I mean? And if they're not, then you're getting tip-ins, which we saw, earlier this week with Hellebuck. Hellebuck was a victim of that, where his defense hung him out to dry, and tip-ins and everything were going by. So you play out a little bit more, you run that risk.
Well, it's like Mario Kart. Do you want drifting? Do you want drafting? Do you want acceleration? Do you want braking? The system is going to be played to what works for you. But for Ullmark, he's so deep. He makes the save where basically he's on top of the guys that are on the edge of the blue paint. The puck has nowhere to go. Of course the rebound's going off your blocker and off the D-man, you idiot. If you take an extra 6 inches, the puck's going out of play. You have a face-off. Stuff like that. And that first goal with Austin Matthews behind the net, and we'll pan to the wide angle just so I can kind of paint a picture for you here. So with this goal, so the puck goes behind the net. Now, the game is so fast. This is something that Matt and I have talked about quite a bit. The game is so fast that as a big guy, you have to play the percentages. 80% of all shots in the National League are pad height or lower. So you go into what we would call a reverse VH. You would steal the post on the ice. He's a big guy. He's 6'6". You should be able to go totally flat. We call that a soft seal the post, and then shift from side to side as need be. This monkey, who looks more mentally stunned than half the women in Vancouver, the puck goes behind the net. It's on this side, on his glove hand side. He's looking out of his blocker side window like this, and before he even turns around, the puck's out to Matthews, and he buries. Like, what are you doing? This is $8 million a year you're making.
Well, as a defenseman, I'm asking, how is Matthews allowed to get to that spot?
Sure, how is Matthews allowed to get to that spot? But as a goaltender, that's a very simple steal the post and just bump out. You're 6'6", you fill the whole net. And then you look at the overtime goal. Simon Benoit, this dude who travels to all the road games and brings his own Nespresso machine. Real respect to that guy. He's an absolute G. Bringing his own Nespresso pod, says, I need a coffee before morning skate. I need one after. I need before the game. I love that. He fires a bomb a minute into overtime from the blue line. I get it. It's a little bit of a knuckler. This guy's 6'6". He goes to make the save like this. You're a monster, dude. Get big. This is what Vasilevsky does. This is what Hellebuck does. The best in the world get big when they can't see the puck to fill the percentages. And you're getting small. What are you, like, he has single-handedly cost them the series. 3 goals on 20 shots in Game 3. The Senators should have won that game. They absolutely should have won the game. They probably should have started Forsberg, but they should have won the game. He has an .815 save percentage in 3 games. He has a lifetime 3-10 playoff record with the worst active save percentage in the playoffs of any goalie on the planet all time.
You know what, though?
What?
In these playoffs?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
That we're currently in?
Mm-hmm.
He's better than Stuart Skinner.
Which is scary to say. Imagine coming in the Senators' locker room being like...
He's I think he's .005 goals against average better than Stuart Skinner, and a save percentage, and way better on his goals against.
Imagine Brady, Tkachuk, and Stutz having a conversation. Dude, our goaltending sucks. Well, he's better than Skinner. At least he's not Stuart Skinner, dude. We could be way worse.
You're right.
We could have lost in regulation.
At least we got a TV in the boardroom.
Like, you could have put my mother in net, who has never put skates on in her life, and would have had a better save percentage than him. You could have taken Patrick Lalime out of retirement, straight out of Game 7, put him in the net, and had better saves. You could have taken Andrew Hammond, the Hamburglar himself, who has put on a crazy amount of weight since retirement. He's working in medical sales. This guy hates the game. He's totally burnt out of it. Sound familiar? Put him in the net, and he would have done better than Ullmark. And he ain't making $8 million. Listen, if this dude's putting up an .815 save percentage for $8 million a year, and I did it for $125 a week, I need a raise. I am owed money or an opportunity. What do you think?
I think that the Senators are on the right track.
Did I just absolutely cook Ullmark?
Yeah, kind of. You sure did. But
I don't like his face either.
I think the Ottawa Senators are going to have a much better season next year.
Do you want to talk a little bit of positive stuff? After I just
Have we been there yet?
I think the start of the show was.
Well, we're not going to shit all over Skinner. I was kind of alluding to that.
I had some positive Leafs talk.
Hey, more hockey content. It's might be old, it might be new, it might be a full episode, it might be a half episode, but you can click these boxes because who doesn't like clicking boxes?